Hey everyone, welcome back to Dynamics 365 Universe. In today's video, we're diving into something every Dynamics developer should master. Creating label files in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. Whether you're working on a new form, enum, or customizing existing features, labels are the key to a professional and multilingual UI. Let's jump right in. First things first, what exactly are labels? Labels are simply text values stored separately in files, allowing you to write clean, localized, and reusable UI text. You might have seen labels like at System12345 or at Fleet Employee Name. These help you support different languages and keep your application consistent. You should never hardcode text directly in your forms or X++ code. Instead, use label files. They make your solution easier to translate, easier to maintain, and much more professional. By using labels, you can reuse the same text in multiple places, no need to repeat it again and again. Always try to reuse standard labels whenever possible. D365 comes with thousands of predefined labels that are already localized. And when creating custom labels, use descriptive label IDs, like employee name label for employee name or employee salary label salary. These small practices go a long way in keeping your solution clean, scalable, and ready for global use. Let's now create a label file together, step by step. First, open your project in Visual Studio. Make sure you've selected your custom model, because label files are model-specific. If you accidentally create it in the wrong model, it might cause conflicts or get bundled with unintended components. Now, right-click on your project in Solution Explorer, go to Add, and then select New Item. From the Dynamics 365 options, choose Label File. Now, give it a name. Let's call it D365U_label file, short for Dynamics 365 Universe label file. Finally, assign a unique label file ID. To avoid naming conflicts with standard Microsoft or other ISV models, let's use something unique, like D365U_label file, same as our name. Next, choose your language, like NUS for English or DE for German. You can select multiple language files later based on your localization needs. But for now, let's keep it simple and choose NUS. Now click Next, then Finish, and boom! Your label file is created and ready to be populated. Alright, once you've clicked Finish, your label file is now created successfully and added to the project. You'll notice it appears in the Solution Explorer with a name pattern like label D_language, where D365U_label file is your label file ID, and NUS is the language code. Depicting English USA. Now, let's open the one label file by double-clicking it. We'll see one default label already present. This is automatically added when the label file is created, and serves as a placeholder. And from here, you're all set to start adding your own custom label entries. Now, let's do something super practical and interesting. We're going to create 3 new labels in our label file, and then add their German translations too. So, we'll create 3 label IDs. Platform name, and the value will be YouTube. Channel name, with the value Dynamics 365 Universe. Tutorial name, and the value will be label files creation. Simple, clear, and meaningful labels that we can reuse across our forms, classes, or UI elements. But wait, now comes the fun part. We want to support multiple languages, and that's why we also need to create the same labels in our German label file. Now you might be wondering, how do I translate if I don't know German? Well, even I do not know. This is where Google Translate comes in handy. Open your browser and search for Google Translate English to German. Then paste the English values one by one. YouTube stays the same. Dynamics 365 Universe also stays the same. Label files creation translated to Stellung von Beschriftensdateien. Copy these translations and now let's switch back to Visual Studio. Once you've added both English and German labels, save your files and then build the project. And that's it. You now have multilingual label support set up, clean, professional, and localization ready. Alright guys, now let's test our labels inside a Runnable class in X++. This is a great way to quickly validate if your label values are coming correctly and also to test multilingual behavior. We'll use simple info messages to print the labels. Let's go ahead and add them one by one. You can simply right-click on any label ID from the label file, click Copy Label ID, and paste it here. No need to memorize anything. Once added, save and build your project. Now run the class just like I taught you in the previous tutorial. And there you go. You can see all 3 label values displayed in the info log: YouTube, Dynamics 365 Universe, and label files creation, just like we defined in our English label file. Now comes the fun part again, switching the user language to German to test the localized labels. Head over to User Options, then Preferences tab. Under Language, change it to German, Germany, that's duh. Save and refresh the page. Now don't panic if everything suddenly looks a bit alien. Even I don't understand most of it, but this is proof that your labels are working perfectly in German. Go ahead and run the same Runnable class again. And now look at the info log. The tutorial name is printed in German, Erstellung von Beschriftensdateien. This is the real power of using label files. You write your text once, and Dynamics takes care of showing it in the user's preferred language. I hope this demo helped you understand not just how to create labels, but also how to use them practically in your projects and support multiple languages. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned and enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is Dynamics 365 Universe, and I'll see you in the next one.